Hi, in this video, I will show you how we can use AWS Glue crawler services to extract the data present in AWS S3 service in the format of CSV, JSON, and then once the data has been extracted, then how we can leverage the Amazon Athena service to query the raw data by running the SQL query. Okay, that is the main motive of this demo. So as you see in this picture, this is a pictorial overview of my demo, where I will be creating one bucket which will store the raw data in the form of a CSV as part of this demo. We will create the AWS Glue crawler services which will extract the data present in that CSV format file and create a dynamic database and table into the Amazon Athena query service. Okay, and from there we can run our own all business logics and all. Yeah, so that is the main flow of this demo. Okay, so with that note, let's directly jump to this to this demo. I will quickly show you everything from the scratch with using manual way of doing this one. Yeah, so let's go here. First, let's create an example S3 bucket. We need one S3 bucket to store our raw data. So let me create as a glue service. Okay, so glue. Let me create as a glue input. So this is my glue input bucket, and we will create it in the in the US East region as of now. Okay, and yeah, once we are done with that, we directly go ahead and create the bucket. So in this bucket, I will be creating my raw file. Okay, I will show you like an example raw file mine. Yeah. If I go here, so this is the sample data raw file, which even I used for my previous video. So this is the same file I will use. It contains some certain 500 rows of data. And yeah, from here, we will use the, we use this file to be stored in the S3 bucket, and from there we will create a group crawlers which will extract this data and create a dynamic database in the AWS Athena service. Yeah. So this is how this file looks in. Let's import this file into that S3 bucket. So I will go here. I will go to the add files. Then let's go to the folder where I saved that. So this is my folder. I will select that and just import that. Yeah. So that's all. What we did is we imported the our sample data file into this glue input one file. Okay. Similarly, I also need one more bucket. So that bucket will be used by AWS Athena service while querying the while running the queries. So Athena service from the backend, it needs one S3 bucket to store all these query related data in the form of in an example S3 bucket, you can say. So that's the reason I am creating the another bucket which will Athena service, which will be used during the Athena service query runtime. Yeah, I will show you that how this bucket will be used. So here what I do is I will write it as a Athena output, or you can write it as a Athena query bucket. Yeah. So this is another bucket I created for this demo. Already the query is already exists, so let me give it as a glue. Okay. So let's create this. Yeah, here you go. The bucket is also ready. In the sense, we have two bucket created now. One where we kept the CSV file, the other bucket where we use that bucket to act as a container for the Athena queries. Now let's directly go to the Athena service. Okay, so this is again my same AWS account. So in this AWS account, I'm just configuring the Athena service, which will use the group crawlers. Okay, that is the main important part of this demo. Okay, so I have directly went into Amazon Athena service, then I went into query editor. Okay, so here this is how it looks by default. You see, let me show you the data source. We have only one data source, and the default database is the database which we have. But after we configure the crawlers, it will automatically populate the another database, and also populates one more a table where the data stored in that CSV file will be dynamically imported by the group crawlers. Okay, that is the logic behind using the group crawlers. Okay, so in previous videos we used we did the configuration between S3 bucket and the Athena manually. So that is good for one time, two time kind of job. Let's say you have a scenarios where you need to run the Athena queries oftenly, and files are getting stored in a S3 bucket periodically, or it is getting dynamically stored. So in such cases, it makes sense to configure the glue crawler, AWS glue crawler services, which will extract the data dynamically and pump that data into the directed database and the respective tables. Okay, so that's the reason we use this AWS glue crawler service comes in picture in the Athena query services and all. Yeah. So now what we do is we have to create a work group here. So let me go to the work group and create a work group. Why do we need to create a work group? Because as I was explaining, work group is needed for the Amazon Athena service to store the query runtimes. Yeah. So that is the reason. What I do is I will just give as a I will just give it as a test test work group. Yeah, test WG. Yeah. And here we need to point it to a particular database, a particular S3 bucket. So here we point it to that Athena query glue as an output bucket. And don't forget to give the /. Okay, this is very important. So that Athena query service will store the query runtime outputs into this bucket. Yeah. And encrypt result is fine. Rest all you can keep it default. And here you need to mention the limit. So let's make the limit as 100 MB as of now. Yeah, you see, right? Per query data usage control. So this is just, you can give it like 100 MB as of now, but for the production system you need to give it a bigger size. Yeah. So let me create a work group. So here you go, test WG is been created now. Now let's go back to the query editor again. Here we need to switch the work groups. That is again one more important things. You see there is a button called work group. All right, so that has to be switched to the work group which we created just now. After that, you need to come here. So you see the tables and views. So here, just click on the create button. You see there are multiple multiple drop downs. So here we use AWS glue crawlers. Earlier we used S3 bucket data, which is already shown in the other video. So in this video we'll focus on the AWS glue crawlers. Okay, so let me click on that crawlers. So what does actually this configuration does all about? So okay, so anyways, so once I clicked on the glue crawlers by going here, it will automatically redirected me to the another page where it is generally redirecting me to a glue service, and from the glue services we are going to a add crawler homepage. So this is add crawler homepage. Yeah. So here we need to enter, or we need to provide all the data that glue crawler service needs. Okay. So that's the reason. Let me give some example name for it. We'll call it as a extract S3 CSV file. Okay, so that is the crawler name. And let's go to the next. Okay, the next one, crawler source type. It's a data store only we need, and the repeat crawls of the S3 crawl all the folders. Okay, so that's what we need. We will keep the source type and the of S3 data stores by default whatever been selected here, okay, in this video. But in your case probably you need to explore the other options as well. Yeah, similarly I will just click next and let's go to the data store option. So in the data store options, as of now we are targeting to S3 bucket, so let me choose S3 bucket. But whereas we already have, in the sense the glue service also provides the other types of data source, which includes JDBC, DynamoDB, and DocumentDB, MongoDB, etc. Yeah. So let's choose S3, and connections, we don't need any connections here. That's the reason you don't see any connections drop down here, option here. Now here comes the crawl data input. Yeah, in the sense specify path in my account. Yeah. So since my S3 bucket sits in the same account in the sense my same account is this account. So what I do is I just select the first option and go to my S3 bucket. Yeah. So my S3 bucket, right? So my S3 bucket this is my bucket, if you see, right? So this is the bucket. I will choose, but in your case, you need to choose your bucket accordingly. And don't forget to give a / after it one. Yeah. So that is very important. And the next option is optional. That is sample size. We don't need. So let's keep it as it is. And add another data store, which we don't need. So let me go to the options and create new. Okay. So create new role. So what I do is I will let the glue crawler service to create the required IAM role, which is needed by the glue crawler to extract the data present in the S3 bucket. So it will create on its own. So let's give it as a S3 demo crawler. Okay, it has to be unique. Yeah. So let me give this as a name, which crawler service will create on its run. Okay. And finally, frequency in the sense, this is kind of a schedule. on how much time the crawler has to go and pull the data from the S3 bucket. So here let me use on demand because this is just a demo. But in the production use cases, probably you need to choose the other scheduling options. For example, hourly, then you need to give, per day at what hour you need to run the frequency. Similarly, daily, Tuesday, weekly, monthly, custom. Yeah. All right. So this is the frequency. As of now, I'm choosing run on demand. In the sense, we have to run the crawler for manually. Then only the crawler will go and extract the data from the S3 bucket and creates the table and database in the Athena service, from where we can create the from where we can run the Athena query. Yeah. So that's also it's now it's creating the this one. Let me add a database here. Okay. So here so far now, what we do is, since the already database is there, so what we do is we use the default database. Or else, if you want to add a new database in the crawler service, which we can add it here, right? And the resource link, you need to provide the resource link name, shared database suggestions, and the shared database. Okay, so etc. data which we need to create. Which in this case, what I do is, since I'm targeting to a default database, so let me use a default database. Okay. And the other option, the prefix added table option, it's just optional. Okay. So that is the configurations which we choose in this page. Let's go to the other one. So finally, it just tells you to review all the configurations that you chosen, and click on the button finish. So let me click on the button finish. So that what it does is it will create a crawler connections which will do something like this. You have the data present in the S3 bucket, and the AWS Glue crawler is sitting somewhere in the AWS Glue service, which will extract the data from this S3 bucket and pump it into the targeting to our my accounts AWS Athena service. Okay. All right. So this is how the setup is done now. What I need to do is, as I chosen the schedule type of this crawler as on demand, I have to run this crawler manually. So let me run this crawler. So here you go, right? So it started to run. In the sense, you see, right? It has successfully started to run, and the status is currently starting. It has to go in a run successful status, something else. Yeah, it will take 1 or 2 minutes, and it will finally extract the data from this S3 bucket, and it will put here in the default database. We have chosen the default database, so that's the reason that is fine. And this will populate one more table here, and from there we can see the same data present in this S3 sample bucket is already pumped into the new table under default database. Yeah. So let's wait the crawler to get complete. So it's currently 45-second lapsed. Okay. Stopping, in the sense it has successfully done its job, and that's the reason it is stopping the job. As I said, like it will take some time. That's the reason it's a 1 minute time that I'm showing you lively, like how this crawler job status changes from the starting to stopping and all. Yeah. All right, so let's go here and refresh it. Let's see that if the table got populated now. You see the table got populated here, right? We targeted to default database under the data source AWS data catalog. And earlier the table was not there. Now the table is got just pumped in the sense it's just created, right? And it has been created by whom? It has been created by this crawler service, right? So that is where now the crawler service is up and running fine. If you have scheduled this, what this crawler services does is it will directly go to the S3 bucket. It will see the new files being added into that S3 bucket. It will automatically extract the data present in those files and put it across into this table. Yeah, in this table. Yeah, and that's all. From there you can run your all own business analytics queries and all, and you can do any kind of business logics can be applied on this table. Okay, because your raw data is now converted into a structured data that is in the form of an SQL database table. Yeah, and let me run this query. So it should give some result. Okay, so it's just nothing but what actually did. It's just extracting the top 10 rows from the raw data. The raw data present in the CSV file is now pumped into this table, this glue input table, right? So that is our table been created. And you see these are the data. These are the top data. So if I show you here, right? So we have this ID, all right? So we can, I can run you the next query. I will edit this query. We'll just add um, where the column, this column 0, col 0 equal to something like this. Or just let me write it as a col 0. Column 0, that is col 0 is nothing but column 0. So let me run this query. Yeah. So the expression is wrong. So let me just use word like, So like is kind, SQL query command. So it will just retrieve the row. Here you go, right? It has written the column successfully. Earlier we were running like, top 10, and now we were able to extract the particular row from the, database. Yeah. And that's what the benefit of, AWS Glue service and AWS Athena service gives the benefit of, the business need, that is to run this kind of analytics on the raw data of format CSV, JSON, etc., and all. Okay. And finally, let me show you the status of the finally how it looks at the rest, this crawler service. So it looks steady, right? In the sense it has previously ran it. If I go to the logs, right, we can also see the logs. So I'm just showing you so all these so that you become familiar with the how this Glue crawler service works, how the Athena service works. Okay, how the data pumped into the AWS S3 bucket looks like in. Yeah. So all these you see, right? So these are the logs that you can look in, right? All right, so that's all. I have successfully shown you the things to be shown in this video. Finally, kind request, please do subscribe my channel. That would really encourage me a lot. With that note, thank you. Thanks a lot.